right. Welcome everyone that joined. This is the second dev stream for Microbyte low key. The first one was like almost a year ago, like 9 months ago, when the game first started. Uh, shit. Yeah, so if you want to see the game in a completely um, beginner stage, then go watch that other stream because it's literally when the game was just starting. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna just do a run of the game and then talk about it after, I guess. This is the main menu. Some saves. We'll do this empty slot right here. Alright, so you play as a microbe in a like petri dish like environment. And there's 4 enemy types right now. That's just a normal grunt. We have some sounds going on. Asteroids. That's carbon. Okay, so the point of the game is to duplicate. Real quick, let me just make sure I'm being heard. I think it sounds okay. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not echoing or anything. Alright, we should be good. The point of the game is you make a save just like I did. The world will be procedurally generated, be randomized. And the point is to raid the other microbes' colonies and take them over and maintain control of them. We don't have the colony system in there yet, but that's kind of the idea, is to take control of all of the bases on the map and maintain control, and then you win, basically. But to get there, you have to, okay, just gonna show you that soon. So every time you kill an enemy, you see all these resources that drop. That's protein. So you have protein, sugar, fiber, and plasma. So that's plasma, that blue stuff. The green stuff is protein. And you have fiber over here. Right here. The gray. And then what else? Oh yeah, and then the DNA. So to make DNA, you can't really see it. This menu hasn't been changed in like 2 months. That's probably something that I'm gonna do this week, to be honest. But up here, you can see kind of that you can craft or like make DNA. So once you have enough DNA and you're near a replicator, this thing right here, you can hit that mitosis button up there. This is really bad. The layout is horrible. This is all gonna change. A lot of this is placeholder. I would say about like maybe like 60 to 70% of the game is placeholder. So a lot of the visuals are subject to change. I'm just trying to get the systems and overall feel of the game right now. But as you can see, we just duplicated. And ideally, they're going to be able to do everything the player can. So, let's see this right here. This is a loot box, like a weapon crate. Right here, it says we need 300 plasma to open. How many do we have right now? We have 113. So, just farm a few of these. Okay, so now, excuse me, I can't sprint. So if you look in the bottom left, you see that the middle bar is fully depleted. and that's your energy. And since now I have no energy at all, I'm gonna start losing 2 health every like 3 to 4 seconds. See, it just ticked down. All of the rates and the numbers and the values of everything is subject to change. I haven't balanced the game at all yet. But I can't sprint and I can't like ram into them like I want to. So go here and make a fuel charge. Make 2 of them, and it'll automatically consume it for you right now. And now I can dash again and sprint, which is good. Yeah, we're getting plasma. We have enough, and it'll shoot out a random weapon. We have 4 weapons in the game right now. We have an AR, sniper, a shotgun, and a pistol. This is the sniper. I'm about to die. Okay, so I just made a bunch of health kits. This is health right here. And it'll automatically consume. Alright, where's our clone? Oh, he died. Okay, clone is dead. We actually do need this carbon. Beacon, which we'll call the mothership. Right now. It'll call the mothership for the player to extract. And then it'll take them like inside of the mothership. And then that's where the player can like configure their loadout, store resources and materials. So if the player dies here, you lose everything. You lose everything in your inventory. But you still keep the stuff that you put in the mothership. So I'm gonna make one of these. This is a safe zone. So if I put this down, they can't hurt me. It just bounces off. And I'm gonna put this inside of here. This is the replicator. And another thing I didn't mention is when you perform mitosis, you give everything to the clone. Everything in your inventory, you give it to the clone. So if you don't want to give them all of the plasma because you need it to get weapons, you can make a chest, put the chest down, and then keep your plasma. I'm also gonna keep those because these are pretty important right now. And the clone could have all of this stuff. So this is the stuff that we're carrying. This is the stuff that's in the chest. We're gonna give the clone the sniper. And he just starts shooting. Okay, so another thing to note, since we're talking about the clones, we have a tab right here, if you didn't notice. If I click on this, it'll show the current clone that I just spawned. Usually it has buttons here. I don't know why it doesn't right now. Gotta fix that. But up here you can see we have 3 main commands. We have follow player, hold position, and wander free. I wonder if this will work from here. If I press this, is it working? Yeah, it is. So now it'll follow me where I go. And it'll like maintain it. Now it can just help me out. So even though I have nothing, I don't have any gear, any items or anything, my clone can help. So in the top right, if you haven't noticed, there is a mini map and it gives you some information. The red dots are obviously the enemies. The green pulsing dot is the that purple dot is the replicator. astronauts are asteroids. That's updated. Give me real quick. That's super loud. I put it up just to test it through my monitor's speakers without headphones. Leave it there. Hopefully it'll save. Close to where we were. Continue. It did? It didn't? Well, we have a clone. Where's our clone at? Still have the guy who does. Okay, so this right here, this purple thing, this is an item box. This will give you an item set to how items work in the physical brain. You grab this and now it'll have like some type of passive effect on you. You don't have to use these, but they are in your inventory and you can take them out, you can drop them. I can give it to my clone if I want to. But now when I sprint, I leave behind like a toxic trail. And it does grab a gun. Alright. Pistol. Alright, so I think I'm drawing a pretty good picture of like the gameplay loop of the game. Like right now, there's really not much content at all. I'm just trying to get all the systems inputs, and then I'm just gonna start adding all types of items and stuff. Like that's kind of the fun part. Well, the whole thing is fun, to be honest. But that's like extra fun because it's like giving the player extra abilities and things that they're capable of. Grab more fuel charges. Alright, so down here, I really need to fix this crafting menu. I think that's what I'm going to do next. But down here, you cannot see it at all. But it's a beacon. It's a placeholder beacon that you can craft. It costs 20 carbon, 20 fiber, and 20 plasma. So we don't have any carbon, and we have enough of the rest. So this is ammo. So I do need ammo, as you can see. Just grab some of that. Yeah, so you can zoom out. I'm gonna make that an item in the game. So when you pick up the item, you'll be able to zoom out more and more, but to a certain extent. So it will cap out. This is carbon. So now we should be able to craft it. That's it right there, right next to it. So once I put this down, it'll pulse 4 times. And then your mothership is going to spawn next to your area. Now, once you hit the nucleus, go to the hub. The only one that I've been working on right now, the only station, so zoom out a little bit. You have a few stations here. You have stats console, live map, clone command, world info, reserves. Right now, this is the only functional one. And as you can see, this is the stuff that I had in my inventory. I have some stuff from before, I believe, like this. I guess I had another one of that too. I don't like that. That needs to stack. I'll fix that later. I could take out another beacon if I wanted to. And let's just take that out. Let's take can't pick a specific amount yet, so I just gotta keep clicking. Yeah, and that should be good. Just close. And now leave. We're back. Okay, so it stacks back here. It's cool. Just fix our inventory a little bit. Alright, so one cool thing is you can right click on any of the hotbar tiles and you can equip it to your second hand. So now you can have 2 guns. Or if you wanted to, you can have like a health pack in the other hand or something, so you can shoot and heal at the same time. We grabbed some plasma out from the mothership, so we were able to get the loot box without having to farm so much. Yeah, this is basically the game. There's still a bunch of things missing, but it's reached the point to where like it is to some degree. So I just wanted to start showcasing it and just showing what the game is. And yeah, like I just want this to be finished as fast as I can finish it, while still maintaining a certain level of quality. But yeah, I think that's all of the main things. I kind of showed the whole gameplay loop. Like the main menu, saves, you start a new game, and in the full game you'll be able to name it, and you can type in a seed and stuff. It'll be procedurally generated. Right now the map is just handcrafted, just to test stuff. But yeah, you load into the game, you kill stuff, and we still only have 1 clone. Let me fix that. You actually can get a lot of clones. Let me make a chest so I don't lose my stuff. Now we got one with a sniper and one with a shotgun. Yeah, so maybe I should say this too. So the game actually is a simple simulation. And what I mean by that is all the organisms in the game, they actually are like gathering. They're trying to gather sugar and fiber and protein so they can make DNA and reproduce. So they're not actually targeting the player when they're attacking the player. They're trying to get the sugar. Is he still following me? Yeah, he is. So I'm gonna press F5 and now he'll be free. I need Oh yeah, so I want to showcase this. So you see how they're attacking me, right? It should work. Please work. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, I can't drop. I can't drop. I gotta put it in my hotbar. And then I can drop it like this. Fuck. Yeah. See, so Oh, because I still have it. What I was trying to showcase is that they're actually attracted to the resources in my inventory rather than the player body itself. So they are all competing for resources. I like the idea of it being a simulation as well, rather than it just being like enemy go toward player, try to kill him. Yeah. Like they're all trying to survive. That's kind of the concept of the game. But I also want it to be like kind of goofy. Like it doesn't have to be too serious. Yeah, so let me see something. Where's that chest that I made? Where's oh, it's over here. Yeah, so when there's nothing around, they kind of just idle. So in the actual game, you're gonna have like way more commands, like more detailed commands. Like take this thing over here. That's what I want at least. But I want the player to feel like they're commanding a mini army, I guess, and like suiting them up for war, like giving them weapons and make sure they have cool items. Like you're gonna be able to make builds essentially. It's gonna be like a very simple version of a roguelite. There's gonna be levels in the game, and the level is gonna transfer to the clone. So if you're level 3 and you perform mitosis, now you're back to level 1. And the clone is level 3. And yes, look, now we have 6 clones because they're duplicate. They can duplicate on their own. Yeah, I think that's mostly everything. Trying to see if I left anything out. No, I think that's the main gist. Okay, now let's see what happens when I die. Because I just implemented this. Just trying to waste all my energy. Oxygen. My health will go down faster. I guess I didn't show that. I'll show it later. Alright, so this is the terminated menu. Is it pulsing? Oh wow, it is. That's pretty cool. Alright. So you can respawn or go to hub. I'm gonna respawn. You get launched from the hub and then it disappears. And when you die, half of your clones die as well. So I had about 8 clones, 7 or 8, and now we had 4, and now we have 5. We're still working on the death consequence. What is the other word for that? Penalty, death penalty. But yeah, this whole game is a work in progress. This is literally only about like 3 months of work, give or take. So there's still a lot to do, but I feel like we got a good amount done. It's a really short time. And I'm pretty proud of what we have so far. Yeah, I mean, the game is pretty simple. I'm trying to think about like other things to talk about when it comes to the game, but I think I covered most of it. I might sit here and develop a feature. and show you the prompting process, because I am using Claude Code to make this. I just started using Claude Code like 2 days ago, 2 nights ago. So for the past like, excuse me, for the other 3 months, up until like 2 days ago, I've been prompting. Well, it started with ChatGPT, prompting that. It was giving me code. I was plugging it in, and then I started using Claude for that, and I thought it was way better. Granted, it was like 6 months in between. Of like, I didn't even touch the game for 6 months. I didn't develop it at all, and then I started using Claude. And then 2 nights ago, I started using Claude Code, which is like light years better than what I was doing before in the Claude app with the projects feature that they have. Claude Code is just like way better. It's insane. But anyway, I think I'm going to do that soon. Let me look at the screen, make sure everything's running. Just toast. Damn, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the prompting process. Yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit. It's not really like that interesting to talk about, I guess, but it's really fun to use. So another thing that you notice is that like the metaball physics, I do want the whole game to feel fluid and liquid and goo-like. I think that's going to be a really cool aesthetic once I nail it. We're headed in the right direction, but it's nowhere near what I actually want. It's getting there though. It's definitely getting there. And I don't want to get too caught up on graphics anyway. I really am focused on the systems of the game and actually getting it finished. So, graphics are kind of secondary. With that said, everything you see, or a lot of what you see, like I said earlier, is liable to change. Hopefully for the better, you know. This is like everything that you're seeing here is kind of my version of programmer art. I made all of these sprites in Procreate on my iPad. So yeah, just keep that in mind as you're watching the gameplay. Yeah, I want to say that's it. I just wanted to showcase the game. Oh yeah, let's try to get the other, actually yeah, let's do that. So there's 4 weapons and 4 items. The items that I'm picking up right now, these. This increases damage. This is the toxic trail. And then we also have tracer rounds, and we have tempered gel, which basically just reduces the player's incoming damage, so you take less damage. But we're gonna add all kinds of different items. A little laggy there. What is actually happening? Why does it look like that? Oh no. Oh no. It might be because there's so many drones. No. sometimes it's cool to just watch them and see what they do. I want to find these tracer rounds. But I think it's pretty self-explanatory what tracer rounds do. They basically make it to where the bullet just bends towards the enemies and you have to aim less. I don't like the character lagging like that. Let's call the hub again. Oh, I can't. Okay, that was tempered gel. Oh, I can. Nice. I have the beacon right here. I can't use it outside of the chest. Like taking it out of the chest. Okay, we gotta fix that too. Yeah, it's not working. It sucks. Yeah, it looks pretty messed up when I zoom out too much. Like that doesn't look great. But it doesn't look horrible. It looks interesting, to say the least. But I think the player will be able to just zoom out like this much. About. Okay, yeah, so I'm not gonna activate it, but this right here costs 50 health and I think like 100 plasma or something. And what it does is it enrages all of the enemies in its perimeter, and it rewards the player for surviving by increasing the player's health, max health, max energy, and it increases the player's speed as well. And it should make the player bigger. But yeah, so that's like another layer of the game, because ideally you'll be able to upgrade a few times, find these throughout the world, upgrade, get larger, level up, increase the max health, and then pass that on to the clone. And then you return to a weaker state. And then you do it again. And basically you're just like building up an army. And then even after you perform mitosis, you'll be able to upgrade your clones, configure their loadout, take things out of their inventory, put things into their inventory, etc. But we haven't added all of that just yet. It is interesting seeing all of them close like this. I haven't seen them clumped up together like that since I added the like the stretch effects to the player, like the gel effects. So it looks pretty cool. I'm dying. Alright, we're good. thinking of what I want to do next. Like, I kind of want to redo this inventory. Not gonna lie. I think that has to be priority because we did the death consequence, death penalty. We did the mothership. Yeah. I feel like the last thing we have to do is this inventory. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. Let me look at my usage real quick. Let me let this play. So y'all have something to look at. All right, cool. We have 70% of our limit available in Claude. So that's good. Excuse me. Okay. So wait, hold up real quick. This I don't think it doesn't show any sensitive information, I don't think. No. Okay. So this is what I've been using. If you use Claude Code, then you know what this is. They also have like the graphical user interface in the actual Claude app, I think. But I've been enjoying this a lot. So maybe I'll start using the other one, but I don't know. I like using the terminal low key. I want to get better at it. But anyway, we're going to work on the inventory, but I need to give it some context of what I want the layout to look like. So this is what I want the layout to look like. Player here, is this clear enough? Can it read my handwriting? I really hope so. Player, crafting menu to the right, and then kind of like push the other bubbles over here. And it just be more responsive, give you more information, and just be more clear in general of what you're looking at. The current inventory UI it just got cluttered over time. It was good when it only had like 3 items to craft, but now we have like 10 or something like that. So it got really cluttered on that vertical. Anyways, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to drag this into here. No. Okay. Is someone saying something? Oh, it's a bot. Of course it's a bot. Let's it's on this side. I'm trying to figure out how I can give this context, like visual context, so I can tell it what to do better. Let's see. Doing that. It might be because of how many clones there are. I'm not a fan of that. Look at that. That's horrible. I wonder if I can use this now. Oh, I can. Another hub should spawn somewhere. There we go. Here. Yeah, you could either add the whole stack or add stacks of 10. We need to change that eventually. Let's grab a pistol. It's lagging like crazy. 65 clones. Okay, that's good to know. The limit is 100. That's my goal for the game. Is for the player to eventually be able to have 100 clones at their command. It'll take a little while to get there. I think we'll be able to achieve it though. It's pretty feasible. Gotta just keep optimizing. But a cool thing that we can do. Just keep, no, don't push me too, please. So I'm pressing F4, and when I press F4, they all come to me, right? But I'm trying to gather them all up, so I can, oh shit, I just killed half of them. Feel better. I guess that is what it is. Yeah, it feels way better. Okay. So it started getting really laggy around like 60 clones. That's good to know. I got carried away playing the game. So, how do I do this? Okay. So use that at. Oops. Copy as path. Here. Where's the we could sit here. If the nucleus hits you, that black spot in the hub, you will go into the hub. I'm trying to find the, there we go. This thing. I'm gonna drag this here. Just to show the prompt. So we're going to be working on, just for context, this, the inventory menu. And yeah, we're just going to just make this look better. We're going to make this resemble the image that I was showing earlier. I'll pull it up again. This. So that to this, layout wise, that to this. That's the plan. Player, you know, have it look nicer and function better. That's the goal. Let's see what we want to say to this thing. Prompting is really interesting because, like, the more time you take with it, the better the prompt, and the better the prompt, the better the output. I always take my time when prompting. Okay. And it's interesting doing it while live because, I don't know, it's just seeing my thought process live is interesting, I guess. All right. I don't even care if I die, it's okay. I need a protect command for the clones. So if I take damage, the clones will rush to save me. That's what I need. Word. It shows the new layout for the inventory UI that we're going to add. Make the bubble for the menu have the same or similar gel metal ball effects as the stations in the hub interior, and for all the weapons, etc. Make it so they do not overlap each other when floating around in their bubble. Yeah, so like, I don't like how they overlap. Thinking about the crafting section now. not sure if I want to have the crafting menu be small when you're not using it, and then it'll expand when the player hovers over the crafting menu and starts to like hover and select, so that you can see all the crafts. Alright, let's see. We might be good here. Shows the new layout for the inventory. Make it clear. I kind of want all the bubbles to be like small, and then when you hover over it, it'll expand. That's really what I want, but we're gonna experiment with the craft first and then see how that feels, and then we might apply that to the other bubbles. Okay. I'm just thinking out loud. Help me. Help. Oh, my saviors. Alright. What the? Why did it just do Yeah, I do have a lot of ideas for the game, but I don't want to like, I guess, spoil everything. This stream was mainly just for getting the idea of microbyte out there, like what is microbyte, and it's kind of just good for me to articulate what the game is and just be talking about the game in general, figuring out how to talk about the game, how best to talk about the game, because I do want to, well, I plan to sell the game. This game is going to be sold eventually, and I gotta figure out how to sell it to people. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing, but I have a lot of plans for this game. What are the 3 small bubbles already? Yeah, it is this. Yeah. This is not working. Keep the hotbar strip. Actually, that's a good question. Because it didn't have the hotbar at the bottom. For me, I guess it was just a given. Yeah. Okay. Trying to think. Yeah. Yeah. Just simple. Don't want to overcomplicate it right now. We can iterate later. Oh my god, these collisions. definitely still working on that. Like, I really haven't worked on the combat much. I did work on the enemies, but not combat wise. I've really mostly been focused on the simulation, and like the goo physics, like the feel of the game. I'm trying to get the goo feel down packed. So I haven't really worked on like the actual game itself, if that even makes sense. I'm really working on like the scaffolding, the foundation of the game. That's really what this is right now. Oh my god, I'm about to die. No. Oh. Wait. It says add utility. No, don't add a utility holster. Oh man. I haven't. Oh man, that's annoying. It's okay. It's fine. As long as it doesn't break anything, I don't care. Could always take it out later. But the utility holster is this. The gear holder. It's like why I guess I should have named it in the diagram. That's on me. Yeah, that's on me. I didn't name them. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, because I haven't even like made this functional yet. This is gonna function like another holster, but I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to use it. Um, what I have in mind is that whatever's in this holster in the back of the player will automatically fire off. So, for instance, if you put the shotgun back there, it'll automatically shoot enemies that are close enough. It's pretty simple. But you could also put like the health kit back there, and every time the player takes damage or just like needs to heal, it'll automatically do it. Um, I haven't added that yet because I haven't really been working on the combat, like I said earlier. So that's kind of just been there. Where's this utility holster? Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it's doing right there with the utility holster. I should have said gear holder. Cause you can see everything in the engine. Did it freeze? What is it doing? Hello? There we go. Let me turn this off. Why is it looking like that? It's like lagging or something. Like it's frozen. Oh, there we go. Like, am I bugging? I might just be tripping. Not gonna lie. maybe it's going slower because I'm streaming. Like right now it feels like it's moving slower. And it might be because I'm streaming. I didn't even think about that. Because Claude is a really, like, I think GPU intensive piece of software. Excuse me. And I'm not sure what streaming primarily uses, but I'm assuming it's utilizing, excuse me again, the GPU as well in some way. But streaming and using Claude Code, I don't know. Might not be the wave. Might not be. It literally looks different. But it's still counting, so. Like this large space of just emptiness is just weird. I've never seen it do that before. This might actually take a while. Sometimes these tasks can take like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So, and I don't really want to be in the game because sometimes it like tests, it runs tests. It just looks different. Like even this, I don't know. It's just I've never seen it do that. Maybe it has though, but it just looks laggy. I can't explain it. I don't know. Can I run it? Maybe I should have started a new session. I honestly can't wait to work on the combat. It's gonna be really fun. Like the combat is really simple right now. I want to add melee weapons. And I do want to add like a fog of war, maybe some stealth. I need protein. Like, yo, why can't I make a health? I'm about to die. Yo, there's no way. What else do I need? 20 plasma. What? God damn it. I died. Told one of the clones to follow me. Hey. All right, we got a little glimpse of what it's looking like right there. Okay. That's cool. That's actually really cool. All it needs is scroll. Maybe like push the other bubbles, you know? This is nice. Now I just want like when you hover, it tells you exactly what it is almost instantly. Like you don't even have to wait. Just like fiber, sugar, you know? That'd be pretty cool. This is what's making me laugh the most. That's cool though. Oh, okay. Well, it's not done yet, so. Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe the player model doesn't have to be in the inventory menu, but I just like the idea of like being able to inspect your avatar. But maybe that'll be a separate tab. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see how this comes out, and then we'll go from there. I might actually end this relatively soon because I don't think vibe coding is that interesting. I'm kind of just sitting here babysitting the AI, and I'm not really like developing. Like I'm not typing any code. I'm not fiddling with the engine. I was up until like 2 days ago, but now it's just doing everything, which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm still drawing all of the assets. I guess it's the AI is actually drawing the inventory menu and stuff, but that's low key still kind of placeholder. I want to polish all of that stuff, like for the full release. Right now, I just want it functioning better, so we can have a better idea of how the actual game is gonna be. I'm just thinking in terms of systems right now. I'm not really too worried about the visual fidelity. I am very concerned about or worried about performance and making sure the game stays optimized enough to run on first just normal PCs, but also I want it to run in the browser. So the game needs to stay optimized so the performance doesn't ever tank. I am worried about that. Yeah, I think after this task, we're gonna test it, and then I'm probably gonna end stream just because I think that's enough. It's enough time, you know? It doesn't have to be like a 4 hour stream or anything. 20 minutes it's been working. Crazy. Check. TMP. Jeez. Let's look at the usage. 80,000 tokens. Wow. 30%. Still not even done. Oh wait, is it trying to get it exactly? If it's trying to like get this like in the exact positions, that's so annoying, bro. It doesn't have to do that. And like the exact sizes. I hope it doesn't fucking do that. That's funny. It doesn't look too bad. It looks better than it did. And we can always adjust it Excuse me. That looks pretty good. Like I kind of wanted to like expand one bubble and like make the all the other ones. What's the what's the word that's opposite of expand? But just shrink. Like if the craft menu gets bigger, all the other bubbles should get smaller. That's kind of what I'm envisioning eventually for the inventory menu. The player in the middle of the inventory is killing me, bro. I guess I should have been more specific. It's so funny though, because that's not what I meant. Like, it should have been the actual player model, you know? But maybe I just shouldn't have drawn it like that. That's on me. It makes me laugh every time. Yeah, that's on me. Nah. I think this is the longest task that I've ran. To be honest, I did not expect it to take damn near 30 minutes. It's probably going to be more than 30 minutes. I did not expect that. It was a pretty big change, though. It's a lot of stuff to like rewire. I'm kind of just showing this part. Oh, wait. it added a scroll. Nice. I'm showing this because I just want to showcase how powerful Claude Code is. Like, as you can see, I'm just sitting here in the engine, accepting um, the permissions that it's asking for to continue working. And I'm just sitting here. I don't have to click anything in the engine. I don't have to I don't have to do anything. It's insane. I'm still not over it. Genuinely. Yeah. Yeah, once this is implemented, it's gonna be a lot easier to iterate on it. Cause like you gotta think about it, it's kind of like it's just rebuilt it from the ground up. That's basically what it just did. It just rebuilt the entire inventory menu from the ground up. That's why it's taken so long. And I told it to maintain all the functionality of how it was before. So it doesn't look too bad. I'm just curious on how it's gonna function once it's finished. 'Cause I kind of want the other bubbles to expand and like react to the cursor as the player is like moving around the menu. That it's literally just opening it and just doing that. I'm not uh, doing that at all. As you can tell, because my mouse is just my cursor is just sitting there. I've been amazed with Claude Code, man. I'm such a nerd. I just love it so much. It's insane. It's just like I just don't know what else to say. Like it's just amazing. Dang, I hope I don't run out of tokens before it's done. That would suck. It looks pretty good. It's definitely the right direction from what we had before. That other inventory menu was really bad. It was actually like really pissed me off. I felt like the other menus felt so polished, like the main menu or the death menu, and the inventory menu was just like lacking a lot. It was lacking a lot. So this was like well overdue to do. I have to use the bathroom low key. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Hopefully it doesn't ask for permission as soon as I step away. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Oh, it finished. Wow, 35 minutes. Look at that. All right, let's read what it says. It's in and verified. Here's what's shipped. Layout: 5 regions matching your sketch. Weapons, gear, enzymes. That's to the left. Resource materials center to the top. Player with 3 orbiting holsters in the middle. Craft column on the right. Hotbar shipped unchanged along the bottom. Resource materials merged into one vessel. They have the same kind of thing and amount of a substance, and were only ever split by which list they were declared in. Every vessel uses gel tile shader. Shader behind the reserve tiles. Tuned for large bodies. Okay. Occupants are seated on a silo-taxis spiral. Disc. Yep. The third satellite is real, a pouch, not a hand. It equips nothing in a hose, no live node. Decides which slot the gear key reaches for so you can place a beacon without scrolling off. Unbound the key behaves exactly as before, dropping into silence. Inflating every shell by exactly 25 minute layout was being built against. Is there a viewport that later? Okay, that's interesting. Alright, let's actually look at what it did. Alright, reloaded. Continue. Alright. Okay, so this is a problem. Obviously, it just looks bad. That opens up. Looks good. Let's say I want... Wow, this looks so much better. Yeah, it's already like 10 times better. Alright, if you need some ammo, just make sure everything works. Few charge, make it safe zone. Okay, that, yep. Another one. Okay, so this one here, this bar is the in-game bar, and this bar is the bar for the inventory. And you can't even interact with this, but this is fine. This is fine, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, this is so much better. Already so much better. I'm gonna work on this more. But I'm not gonna do this on stream. I feel like sitting there waiting for it to be finished was pretty dumb. I could have been playing the game, I guess, but I didn't want to like interrupt it or anything. And I wanted to show that it literally just did it. Like it just did it. Like I can't emphasize that enough. It's pretty cool. Like it's not perfect, and obviously like this design was me. That was on me. This mistake was on me. Right? And like I don't like how the titles are like overlapping the bubble. You know what I mean? Just like small design choices, but it's all functional. You know? And this still works. Like it's all functional. It's amazing. This is like the most important thing though. This crafting, super important. And this should go away, I guess, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna clean this up. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. And I was gonna call the hub. shit, it spawned it outside of the map. I can't even go into the hub. That's crazy. Oh, that's something to fix. Make sure the hub never spawns outside of the map. Because it is like a random spot. That is interesting. Can I make another one? Make 2. Let's go this way a little bit. More towards this center. There we go. Up here now. Let's save right here. Save. Close. Alright. That is it for this dev stream. It was a little boring. I'll get better at them as I go, but I think this game is interesting. Maybe I'm biased because I'm the developer, but like the full vision, I think it's an interesting concept. Everything's gonna be like gooey and liquid, fluid. And yeah, I'm excited to get people playing it. I really am. So yeah, I'll probably do one of these maybe at least once a month. I want to start making videos, but don't expect a dev stream too often. Or dev stream, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will do more dev streams, but it'll be with like smaller tasks, so we're not just sitting around for 30 minutes. But it's crazy how it did this in 30 minutes. Like this is literally like, not even exaggerating, maybe like 4 hours of work. You know, like if I wanted to hand code all of this, that's like 4 hours of work, 2 to 4 hours of work, like depending on how good I am at coding. But that's work, you know. And I kind of just sat here and I was just talking to y'all and just waiting for it, and it just did everything. It's amazing. But anyway, I'm gonna end it there. I'll see you guys